So here in Philippines, it's February 1st, 2025. Yesterday we brought home a brand new baby. This is Dylan Cash Thompson. This is number 7 for me. And I got to name him Dylan because he's a fish. We always call him Fish, even when he was in the belly. And Dylan means son of the sea. And Cash for the name Johnny Cash, of course. Legend and one of my favorite artists. And Thompson, of course, because I'm a Thompson, and so is he. So it's on his birth certificate, and I'm so happy to bring him home. I wanted to talk about Trump and this DEI thing and all the changes that he's made, all the executive orders. I'm so happy with this, and I can totally relate. And I think I know why he is more bold this presidency, this term of his presidency than he was during his 45th, as 45th president of the U.S. And it has a lot to do with him being almost assassinated and, realizing that you only live one life, so make the best of it. And in 2013, I almost lost my life in a horrible car accident. That was like the third time that I came that close to death. The drunk driver that hit me, he did die. He lost his head. He was decapitated. He died instantly. And I was close. The car was on fire. I was trapped in the car, totally unconscious with I don't know how many broken bones, over 40 broken bones. And it was not going to be good for me if the paramedics would have been delayed at all, anymore. So after that, I went from being very diplomatic, still having the same beliefs that I have. I believe in meritocracy. I believe in a system based on merit, not diversity. Diversity is retarded, and this whole thing with the plane crash and the FAA and everything that, was involved with this plane crash, DEI hiring, where President Trump said, what would you rather have? Your plane lands safely because the person hired for the job is the best qualified, or would you rather your plane land, or not land based on the diversity of the pilot, the color of his skin? Now, I always want merit when it comes to, major things, whether it be the birth of my baby or whether it be my plane landing correctly. I don't care what the color of the person's skin is. If the person is purple but has the best skill set, I want that purple guy flying the plane. If the person happens to be white and happens to have the best skill set, I want him flying the plane. I don't give a shit if they're transgender, black, whatever. Like, it doesn't bother me. I don't give a shit. I don't care about that. That shouldn't be even a question or an answer on any resume or any application. That shouldn't have anything to do with the job. I remember buying a gun in Maine, my second rifle, bought an AR-15 in Maine, and that was the questions that were being asked. That was during Obama's presidency, and they asked me all kinds of very personal questions about my skin color and ethnicity and all that. What the hell does that have to do with anything? I'm so tired of our system being based on diversity and skin color and gender and coolness. I want nerds running this, I want people that are good at what they do, running the country, flying the airplanes, or, doing things that are important. I don't care what their skin color is or how transgender they are, or what, pronouns they use. I really don't give a shit. And I think at this point, Trump, after almost getting killed, almost getting assassinated, he's given up being nice. I felt that way in 2013. I was very diplomatic. I worked with NORML, the National Organization for Marijuana Law Reform, or National Organization of Reform of Marijuana Laws, that is, NORML. I worked with Sensible Washington. 95% of those activists that I worked with, and me and my ex-wife were state coordinators for the project to legalize cannabis in Washington for Sensible Washington, and 95% of the people we worked with were into this whole diversity thing. We're into this whole DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, or whatever the hell it is. I wasn't, and I was vocal about it, but I wasn't nearly as vocal about it as I was until after 2013 when I almost got in that car accident. And when I got in that car accident, I was like, this is ridiculous. I am not playing along. I'm not going to do it. I believe what I believe. I respect you for what you believe. Now I want you to respect me for what I believe, or fuck off. You know, you don't have to respect me, but if I'm respecting you, I demand respect back. You know, so I respect you even though you believe differently than me. I believe differently than you. I want respect in return. If you can't respect me, fuck off. I got to that point with my ex-wife where she was, you know, hanging around with a lot of transgender people and, you know, LGBT, and, you know, they criticized me. They didn't like my beliefs. They didn't like my media. They criticized me and told her about it. And then she started being very critical of me. And it was like, well, if we're not matching anymore, you know, because when I met her, she was just a brand new Christian. She converted before she met me. And she was into traditional values. We had a lot in common. Over time, when she met people who were in the LGBT thing, or, you know, the DEI thing, or the progressive liberal thing, we started growing apart. And I was, you know, I held on for 8 years, but it got to a point where I couldn't deal with it anymore, and we had a divorce. I guess I just, you know, stopped playing the game, and, you know, stopped trying to be the diplomat. And I just started standing for what I believe in. I believe that's what Trump is doing. Oh, it's okay, baby. Okay, Dylan and I, we have to go, he says. He needs to go back to mommy. But anyway, thanks for paying attention and tuning in to Disruptarian Radio. We got a whole bunch of merch out, so you can get t-shirts, phone cases, mugs, sweatshirts, hoodies, blankets, all kinds of stuff with our album's cover on it. Our latest album is Sea Shanties of Broken Tides. That one's coming out February 5th. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and take care.
We set sail on a bright blue morn, packed our bags and we blew the horn. With a pocket full of dreams and a world to see, but we lost our way on the endless